Max was recently craving for big prawn hor fun, and this is a dish that's famous at Kok Sen, and it seems like a dish that many people love and resonate with. So to make this dish, cover some sliced onions or shallots with some oil and set that over high heat. When the onions turn golden brown, you want to pass it through a sieve, and we're only going to be using the oil for this dish. You can save the crispy onions for something else. So now we want to take some of this shallot oil, add that to a pan, and we're going to fry our prawn heads and our prawn shells. I also like to add some dried chilies at this stage, and we're going to add some water and bring that to a boil. So let that cook for about 1 hour, and that's our prawn stock. Now we're going to pickle some green chilies, which are going to help to cut down the richness of the hor fun. So in a small jar, you want to add some vinegar, some water, a pinch of salt, and some sugar. Because it's a big prawn hor fun, I'm going to use some prawns that are pretty big. They're weighing about 60 grams each. So I like to neaten up the appearance of the prawns by trimming off the sharp tip on the heads, the whiskers, and the legs. You want to snip through the shell to make it easier for yourself to cut the prawn in half. So place the prawn on the chopping board and halve it lengthwise. If you see any dark vein running through the prawns, it's best to remove it, but you want to leave the prawn fat in the prawns. So I'm using packaged hor fun for this dish, and I like to pour some boiling water over just to make it a little bit more malleable, to soften it up, and to also remove some of the unsavory odor that it often comes with. Drain it really well, and now we can start charring it in a wok. Heat it up until it's smoking hot. Add a small amount of hor fun. Don't crowd the pan, if not the heat will drop too quickly and you'll never get the wok hay. If it sticks, you'll need a tiny bit of oil, but I find that you can get smokier results if you use as little oil as possible. Now I'm making a rempah with garlic, ginger, galangal, chillies, and onions. Just blend that to form a fine paste. And we're going to fry it in the wok with some shallot oil. And once that is fragrant, we're going to add our prawn stock. For the seasonings, I keep it simple with some soy, some pickle juice, and some sweet chili sauce. When you're happy with the way that it tastes, add some cornstarch slurry to thicken everything up. And now you're going to add a large bunch of your vegetables and your prepared prawns to the gravy. For the eggs, I prefer kind of like an oyakodon where there's a separation between the yolk and the whites. So I just like to break the yolks rather than beat it and dribble it over the gravy. And let that cook for just half a minute or so.